Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Yusuf Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, my original channel. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe. Right now, I'm sitting at 798 subscribers, so I am literally knocking on the door of 800. So hey, please help me out and click that subscribe button if you're new, or if you're a returning viewer and you have not subscribed. Help push me over the 800 subscriber mark, and then let's go on to 1,000. Well, as I always say, and those of you who've been listening to my content for the last year, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, and I probably sound like a broken record, but this channel now is for general topics, thoughts of the day, financial literacy and money, and personal stories. And we had a very thought-provoking panel on Saturday night. I want to thank everyone who came through to the panel, and everyone who watched it live, and everyone who watched it on the playback. That one's got over 1,000 views now. Some of the discussions on this channel are nuanced to my community and also to some of my personal experiences, but also some of the messages here are for a general audience spanning across race, creed, and color. And this particular message, I think, does that. And at the beginning of Saturday's live stream, I pointed out, or I highlighted a critical teaching from the late Stephen Covey's book and training, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Around this time of year, when you get together with family, there are deep discussions, some happy and some not so happy. Differences arise, sometimes conflicts arise, unfortunately, and much of it comes from a lack of understanding. And one of the critical teachings of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is that of seek first to understand and then to be understood. I'm gonna say that again. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Before I get into what that means, one of the key focuses on this channel now is money and financial literacy. And one of the things that Robert Kiyosaki talked about in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series was all of the trainings and teachings that he was able to get in his military career, if I recall correctly, his military career before he launched into business. So if you're thinking about becoming financially independent, and if you think that you want to become wealthy one day, assuming our financial system will continue to allow that in the years to come, there are a lot of valuable trainings and there are a lot of valuable tools you could pick up from whichever career you're in. And in my current career, in the federal government, they allow us to take numerous trainings, some which are specific to your discipline and others which are designed to teach you leadership and soft skills. So a couple of years ago, I opted to take the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People training, and it turned out to be one of the most valuable trainings that I ever took. Going back to the title of this video, one of the critical teachings and one of the most essential teachings in that training is that of seek first to understand and then to be understood. This is important in business, it's important in negotiations, it's important when working out a difference with someone. Could be a coworker, could be a relative, could be a friend, it could be anybody, but it's critical. Oftentimes people, when they want to say something to you and they want to introduce something to you, or when they want to correct you, they approach you and they launch right away into what it is they want to say. They come and they push their ideas and they tell you what they want to tell you, regardless of whether or not you want to hear it, and regardless of how you're going to receive it. They just come right in and push what they want to push and push what they want to say, without any thought of outcome. The reason the concept of seek first to understand and then to be understood is so powerful is that it opens the other person up. When you want to know how they feel or why they did something a certain way, that makes them more likely to talk, and it gives you an understanding of where they are and where they're coming from, and it makes them more likely to accept or to listen to whatever it is you want to tell to them. So it opens up the door for a nice, healthy exchange, and the other person is less likely to be defensive, and the other person is more likely to take what it is you have to say and consider it and potentially to incorporate whatever it is you have to say. Now, as you, the person approaching them, it's also important to determine whether or not something is worth mentioning or if something is worth bringing up at all. But if you decide that you're going to do that, it's important to understand why they did what they did and why they're doing what they're doing and just what they were thinking when they did it. Why did they record that video a certain way? Why did they take that picture a certain way? Why did they write that essay or that book a certain way? Why did they record that track on the record a certain way? Why did they respond that way in public when someone triggered them? It's important to ask questions first, as opposed to rushing right in. It takes a little bit of restraint. It takes a certain amount of emotional intelligence. It takes a certain amount of self-awareness. But it's a very, very powerful tool if you learn it and understand it and internalize it for yourself. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. I'm going to stop this here. I have a ton of other things to do today. Please let me know what you think in the comments section below, or if you have any questions. Also, if you have a video request, I started taking video requests towards the end of 2020. And if you have a request, a donation will push that request to the top of the pile, and that will ensure that it gets done. But in any case, I'm going to stop there. Please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.